Writing changed civilization because it allowed information to outlive memory and travel beyond the speaker. Before writing, human societies still had rich culture. People told stories, taught skills, sang songs, made art, and remembered laws through speech and ritual. But spoken words depend on living people. A message can be forgotten, changed, or lost when the speaker dies. Writing created a new kind of memory outside the human body. The earliest writing systems did not begin as novels or personal diaries. Many began with practical needs: counting goods, recording taxes, tracking grain, marking ownership, listing offerings, or managing trade. In early cities, rulers and temples needed to know who owed what, how much food was stored, and where goods were going. Writing helped manage complexity. Once information could be recorded, administration became more powerful. A government could keep records of land, labor, laws, soldiers, and tribute. Merchants could write contracts. Priests could preserve rituals. Scribes became important because they controlled a skill that connected memory with authority. Writing changed law. A spoken rule can be disputed. A written rule can be displayed, copied, and referred to. Written law did not make societies automatically fair, but it created a more stable record of expectations and punishments. People could appeal to a text, not only to the memory of a leader. Writing also changed trade. Contracts, receipts, inventories, and letters of credit allowed business to grow over distance. A merchant did not have to rely only on face-to-face trust. Written records made it easier to move goods through networks of people who did not all know each other personally. Civilization changed because writing preserved knowledge across generations. Astronomers could record the movements of planets and stars. Farmers could track seasons and harvests. Doctors could write treatments. Mathematicians could preserve calculations. Historians could record events. Each generation did not have to begin again from memory alone. Writing also allowed literature and religion to expand in new ways. Myths, prayers, poems, philosophical ideas, and sacred texts could be copied and studied. A story no longer had to depend only on oral performance. It could travel across time and space in a more stable form. But writing also changed power. In many early societies, only a small group could read and write. This gave scribes, priests, officials, and rulers an advantage. Records could help organize society, but they could also help collect taxes, control labor, and enforce hierarchy. Writing was a tool, and tools can serve different purposes. Writing changed how people think. A written list lets us compare items. A diagram lets us study relationships. A text can be reread, criticized, copied, and edited. Writing makes thought visible, which means it can be examined more carefully. It supports long arguments, detailed planning, and complex systems of knowledge. It also changed identity. Names written on monuments, graves, tablets, and documents could preserve individuals and rulers in public memory. A king could speak to future generations through an inscription. An ordinary person's name on a receipt or letter could survive thousands of years. Writing did not replace speech. Humans still teach, persuade, comfort, and organize through spoken language. But writing gave speech a durable partner. It made cities easier to govern, trade easier to expand, laws easier to preserve, and knowledge easier to accumulate. So writing changed civilization because it turned memory into record. It allowed societies to become larger, more organized, and more connected. A mark on clay, stone, papyrus, paper, or screen can carry a human thought far beyond the moment it was made.